we didn't actually
save.
we started this before and figured, oh, if we just create the characters, then they'll just save without us having actually saved the game.
It's fine.
But I guess it didn't work.
I remember what I did. I had my purple skin and my brown sugar as hair.
This forgive me for being really slow with the controls. I'm used to playing this on the mobile version. So
Which is apparently much easier.
it is! All I have to do is poke where I want to go and poke the thing that I want to do something to, and it will just automatically switch over to the tool that you need.
And a lot of the time, it sounds like cheating.
I only agree with that with the auto attack in the lines. But I do it. Like, you can turn it off in mobile, but I don't care. Which is funny because Eli is the one who wears glasses more often than I do. My eyes aren't actually that bad.
But I don't like the way glasses look in this game. Ooh, but I do like the Alright.
Yeah, I do wish you could see, like, eyes through. Anyway, I put my friend code, or we put my friend code up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
And Tumblr.
and Tumblr. So if you want to come play with us, we've got room for 2 more farmers here. If you're on Steam, just go ahead and friend me, and we'll add you in.
Will you get a notification when you are friended?
Possibly.
Also, like, drop it on YouTube chat if you're doing anything.
Yeah.
That might be. Hello.
Hello.
I am
Come over here. Let people see you.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
We got shorts. I'm so happy the update allows for shorts.
Were the shorts not there before?
Yeah, there used to be just one option for pants, and it was just pants. And now you can have shorts, or skirt, or short skirt.
Nice.
I approve very deeply of this.
Yeah, I started playing, I didn't start playing until the mobile app came out, so I got, there were quite a few updates between Eli starting to play Stardew Valley and me starting to play, so there are some things that are still relatively new to Eli that I just thought were there.
I started playing just as Emily became romanceable.
Oh, she wasn't romanceable before?
Yeah,
That's so sad.
I know, right? Clearly an extremely important update.
I'm so desperately to romance the merchant at the in the desert,
Extremely gay merchant who loves flowers.
and Emily.
And Emily. You want to join the Sandy and Emily?
Or the lady in the traveling cart. I would love to be able to at least even befriend her.
She needs a name.
Thanks for this meeting.
You're welcome. We are Vermonters, and as a traditional.
I thought the traditional gift was
I mean that too.
zucchini. It's true, it's not quite zucchini season.
There, we have officially watered everything for day 1.
Alright, should we go look for people? So if you haven't played Stardew Valley before, if you're not familiar with it, which I'm sure there are people out there who are, it's partially a farm simulator, but also, what do we say, an adventure game.
Yeah.
You can fight the monsters in the caves.
Go down levels, fight monsters, explore.
And also partially a dating sim.
It's like a Harvest Moon level dating sim in which you can romance certain people in town and give them gifts. And even when you are not romancing someone, you can give them gifts and they will just like you more. If you give the child candy a whole lot, then the child will decide that you are his best friend.
Yeah, and at least some of the characters are romanceable. Some of them are married already, and polyamory is not an option in Stardew Valley.
No way.
And, some of them are also children.
Yeah. And some of them are like of a romanceable age, but
Here's
you still
Emily.
can't romance them. This is Emily. She's lovely and gay as hell. Some of them are of a we would think would be an eligible age, and yet still are not romanceable. And I mean, it annoys me that I can't.
Yeah, even with the characters who aren't romanceable, you still, as you become closer friends with them, or even if you have already chosen somebody to romance and gotten married or started dating or whatever, because there's different levels, you still get like fun little cutscenes to deepen your relationship. Right. I'm just sort of spamming through the dialogue, and I forget that Gus likes to repeat himself all the time. So what we're doing right now is the first challenge, which is introduce yourself to everybody in town. Stop. Oh.
I'm ahead of you. I'm also gonna buy some seeds.
That's probably a good idea.
I can still buy seeds even up here and left the counter. Excellent. I got in just in time.
And this is Pierre's, the place where you buy your farming supplies, and for some reason there's just a weird
Church.
The church to
Shrine.
Yoba.
Yeah. It's interesting that the shrine is adjacent to the general store. I kind of like that there is like this one common area in the town now that the community center has been
Do you want to show them the community center?
Yeah. Well, we can't go in yet.
Right, but we can. So there is a community center that everybody used to use, but now it's. I don't think they ever explain why.
I think they do. We just keep skipping that cutscene.
Yeah.
Nobody uses it anymore. It's just sort of petered out. It's something about Jojo Market. But anyway, now the main community activity is the general store. And that's where an exercise group meets, and that's where the church, the shrine is, and that's where people go to do things.
I don't think I've ever actually seen anybody use the shrine.
The old man does. The grandma does.
Okay.
Which makes Pierre this, this incredible pillar of the community, this like central figure in the town. Which is interesting because he's not the mayor, Lewis is the mayor, but Lewis's place is very rarely like used for things except for Emily's fashion show that one time.
Clint.
Hi Clint. What's up, Clint? I want to date Clint.
Oh yeah, and there's also a fishing game. Oh, Nick is here. Hi, Nick.
Hey!
Why am I following you to the locked door?
I don't know.
Why are you trying to get into the locked door?
I don't know. I just got paused. I just paused for a moment because I wanted to check and see.
They haven't said anything.
Oh.
They just give us shooty eyes.
Nick, when you hear this, download Stardew Valley and friend Krista to join us.
Assuming you have a Windows or Mac machine, because Stardew Valley, or Steam rather, is not supported on a Chromebook.
You know Mac now?
It's been on Mac for a while. Come say hi to Sebastian.
Hello, goth kid. Hello, lonely goth kid. Goth kid, goth kid. Let's socialize with the goth kid.
Sounds are quieter than game sounds. Good to know, thank you. Let's see. Turn down game sounds.
Doot, doot, doot. We're losing the goth kid. He's left us.
I already said hello to him.
Me too.
Is that better? Hopefully, maybe.
There's horseradish here. Do you have inventory space? Because I don't.
Apparently not. Let's see. I can get rid of sap. I don't care about sap right now. And you can get rid of coal. I don't care about coal.
What, really?
There's a leak.
I don't have space either. Unless you want to stand there as I painstakingly hand you rocks.
Okay.
Just so we can get a leaf. A
Okay,
leak.
much better. Couldn't you just drop them?
Oh, maybe. Here you go.
There you go.
Take the rock.
Take the leak. Oh, he just said I had to.
You ain't. Yes.
To Linus.
Linus.
Hi, Linus. Oh, he's asleep.
No. I mean, it is 11 p.m.
That's fair.
Time for all good foragers to be in bed. Leak. Hey, I still have some energy. We can plant some of these seeds I got. How
Or
about you?
get back to the farmhouse.
I guess we could do that too.
I mean, both of these things. Should we just go path, path, path?
Path, path, path.
No. No. It's trying to make me offer my seeds to you. You have to move out of the way.
Tame.
Or did you already fill that up? Okay.
It's a bit difficult to see, isn't it?
It is.
We
It's
don't
too
have
dark.
any
There we
lighting.
go. Okay.
No, do not offer seeds. Yeah,
One
okay.
thing that's nice about the desktop version that you can't do in the mobile version is just like hold things down and plant shit or water it.
It's 1:10 in the morning.
I know. I'm going.
Time to go to bed.
Scandalous. A whole 80 gold.
Yay, good job. Listen, it's day 1. We
Yes,
shoved
we
a
should-
bunch of seeds in.
Yeah, we should collect some wood and make a box.
We definitely should do that thing.
Also, you should hit okay.
I did. I just did. It's very soothing to farm simulate here in a simulated spring. Hello. You found some copper and I did not, so I can just run around your cutscene. Whee! What's up, Clint? Hi, Clint.
This is sort of a weird thing about the co-op version.
It's one of the weird things.
People get morning cutscenes at different times. Really? How many people do we have left?
I don't know, but now I gotta go all the way back to my house to check my mail.
19 of 28 people. I think I'm missing Demetrius, Haley, you are not living in the northeastern New England, you may not know that we've had like nice sort of 50 to 60 degree weather the past couple of weeks, and now we've got a polar vortex and it's snowing outside.
So we're farm simulating because God knows
it needs to be spring somewhere.
We can't actually tend to our garden today while it is snowing.
I did water the strawberries up front this morning.
I appreciate you. I hope you survive this.
I was going to also clean up the recycling bin and the mass pickup bin out front because the wind blew them over, but it was really cold.
I put on my plant robe and did it.
That's fair. Hey, Evan, let's make a box.
Hey, make a box.
We'll make a box.
I'm gonna plant some more mint seeds.
Oh, now you have to deal with my organizational system,
Yay.
which is an actual organizational system, and not just throw a bunch of stuff in a box.
There's a sort function. Sometimes I even use it.
It doesn't work if there's a whole bunch of different kinds of stuff in it, though. Anyway, not right this second because we don't have enough stuff to warrant it.
Yeah. But in our other co-op game, Chris has had to deal with my organizational system, which does not make sense even to me.
It's just throw things into a box and then make another box and that one fills up and then put more stuff in it.
There's a rough sort amongst the boxes. There's a fishing box and a mining box.
Yeah, and then there's just an everything else box.
Yeah. What?
Nick said, "They are my piles and I know what they are."
Exactly.
Oh, our voices are still very quiet. Maybe we just need to be closer to the microphone.
We can be closer to the microphone, and we can also, like, speak slightly more like we're communicating.
Move your chair over.
Yes. Yeah. Pardon the sounds as I scoot my chair closer to the mic.
Oh, Nick also says it's hot as the devil's own our Southwest. Would love some snow. No, you wouldn't. Don't lie.
It's May.
Today I'm going to be a heat-sad gremlin.
Oh. It's May. This is not snow o'clock.
Alright. Oh, it's Tuesday. Marnie is closed.
Yep. Which means she might be walking around.
Wouldn't she be in Pierre's
Oh, that's right.
exercising?
It's Tuesday. Pierre's really is the functional community center.
Yeah. He's got a big enough house.
No. It's the only game in town that isn't fucking Walmart. Marnie. Hello.
I think I've gotten everybody else in here.
Me too.
Well, I haven't said hi to Robin, but she's already been introduced.
Yeah.
I actually checked last time I started a new game, and Robin and the mayor are already counted.
Yes. You start with 2
Because you meet them at the bus stop when you first come into town.
in that intro that we skip. Oh my god.
So I'm being asked to turn the audio down a bit more. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Did you meet Abigail?
Yes. I met Abigail yesterday.
Good job.
Or you were messing around with Pierre.
Like you do. I'm gonna get my geode cracked.
Okay. I'm going to go find Demetrius.
I'll come up and meet you because I too need to find the scientist.
I have met your daughter.
Also, my geode had a fun rock in it, so I donated it to
Good
the
job.
museum. Oh, have you met Sam, the skateboarder?
I don't think so.
He's down south by the South Bridge by the museum.
Cool. Here's Linus. I don't think there's anybody else up here. How are the volume levels now? Let us know.
It's our first time streaming any game ever.
Yeah. I spent the entire morning just trying to figure out how to work the screen share program.
And it is always a challenge with Vermont standard internet.
Oh, Elliot! I forgot about Elliot.
Hey, should probably talk to Elliot too. Where is he?
Elliot's on the bridge, heading towards the beach.
Okay, well, I am just about come off the beach. What's up? Hi, I'm in your cutscene. Fishing. See, from my perspective, there's nobody else on this dock, so I'm just gonna chill here and try and get that fishy spot.
I love Billy.
Billy's great.
Yeah, I like the fishing game more than Eli does now. Okay, volume is better.
Yay. What's up? Hi.
Yeah, Eli's a lot better at finishing the community center.
I pursue things in the mines with a single-minded passion.
Right, so the community center, there's a whole other minigame and, well, sort of continuous minigame to fix it up. It's full of little apple fairies.
Yeah,
The Junimo.
apple fairies.
And they ask you to find them stuff. Some of it is stuff you can grow, some of it is stuff that you can find, some of it is stuff that you can fish for, get in the mines.
Okay, that's not gonna work.
Some of it's just money.
Yeah.
But so there's a whole bunch of, there's like 5 bundles per room, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. Yeah, well, rooms, quote unquote. And so you fill up each bundle, and once you've filled up every bundle in the area, it gets restored back to its former glory. And once you've done all of that, then the community center gets to be reopened.
And they fix the apple fairies fix things around town.
That too.
And they create shortcuts and open up new areas to go and things like that. It's the level progression of this game insofar as there is one.
Yeah, and that completing the community center also contributes to your end of 3 years score. That's sort of, it's the end of the game if you want it to be.
This is when, not kidding, the ghost of your grandfather rises from his grave and scores you on how good a farm you have simulated.
Oh, we've been sent some recipes to the Shapeshifters email.
Yay. Oh, yes, I saw those. Thank you. Yes, I need to print them out and do the thing. I really did enjoy that. I am extremely bad at keeping up with Shapeshifters email lately, and also I really appreciate that.
I'm even worse than that. I haven't really been keeping up with it at Let's see. Sunfish gets used. Clam gets used. I guess we
And-
can keep the seaweed. That's fine.
And among other things, we now have a recipe for real challah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, challah bread that does not use butter, and in fact, is not the waspy kind of challah in the Better Homes and Gardens book, but is in fact the correct challah.
Nick says, I swear one of the sounds in this game just mimicked a Minerva chirp. Probably. Oh, wait. Hold on. I just want to show everybody the Grandpa's shrine.
You could also show them that in the daylight.
Oh, that's true. That's probably a better idea.
I went to bed.
We could just give a tour of the whole
Yeah.
property in the morning.
Now I'm out of energy, and I need my beauty sleep. I sleep with my shades on like a cool kid.
I sleep in my glasses like my little brother. Oh yeah, for those that don't know, Minerva is one of our cats. They chirp a lot. Oh, no.
It's raining, yay! We don't need to water the plants.
Yay. Alright, so, farm tour. This is the Four Corners farm. Yeah. It's, set up for a co-op game. So, even in a regular game, that's what your house looks like when you first start, your cabin. And that's the box to sell things at night. You can also sell them in town, but you have to go around to the individual shops. Like, you can only sell fish at Willie's by the beach. You can only sell produce at Pierre's in town. I haven't been able to find where to sell tree sap products.
At Robin's the carpenter.
That makes sense. And you can sell stuff that you get in the mines at the Adventurers Guild, which we haven't gotten to yet. This is just a little area where your spouse will set up something if you decide to get married.
If you decide to marry a villager. I don't know if that area means something if you decide to marry a co-op player, because we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh yeah, you can apparently marry co-op partners.
We're working on it.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
I'm up here in the upper left.
Cool. This is what will eventually be the greenhouse. That's one of the Junimo Community Center bundles.
The apple fairies will fix it for us.
This is a cave where at some point Demetrius will come by to tell us, or to offer to either set up mushrooms or fruit bats.
It's very important to have a bat cave on your farm.
Or mushrooms. Whatever. I prefer the fruits though. Because then you always have stuff. There's, later on, you're able to make jam and wine and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, you can use vegetables to do it, but that's weird.
Vegetable wine.
Here's one of the co-op cabins. I think this is the one that you woke up in, Eli?
Yep, this is technically my cabin, not that I sleep in it.
So, even though you can sleep in whatever cabin you want, but whichever one you wake up in when you first load in, that's where you're going to get mail and where your cutscenes are going to be. And this is Grandpa's shrine. Let me just clear it out. You can actually see it.
Yeah, let's be respectful. It's Grandpa's shrine.
So we skipped the whole entry cutscene. Basically, the story is that your grandpa owned this farm, and he dies at the beginning and leaves you a note saying he wants you to have this farm, and when you get tired of working your corporate wage slave job at Joja Mart, which is fake Walmart, then he wants you to go out to this farm and
live your best life.
Yeah. And this is what there's always a little note there, which is always kind of ominous. But on the first day of spring, on year 3, these little they're candle holders. They will light up to 4 candles, or as few as 1 candle, I think.
Yeah.
Depending on
how good a farmer you are. There's a
and
whole
a
lot of
community
things.
member, yeah.
Community member. Like, it's whether people like you, whether your dog or your cat likes you.
Yeah. Whether you've gotten married, how far you've gotten on the community center.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to. At some point, you get a cutscene with Marnie, who brings an animal.
That'll happen pretty soon.
Yeah, probably. But only the person hosting the farm gets an animal.
He becomes all of our animals. I am now officially out of energy for the day, which is sad because it's only noon. But I can still use my scythe and chop
We
some.
also have to meet people, don't we?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. Pam and George and Haley and the wizard, but we're not going to meet the wizard yet.
Yeah, the wizard will take a while to open up.
Stuck.
And I need to find Demetrius and Elliot. Hey, you have energy. Can I give you seeds?
Sure.
Here you go.
Negative says my little brother does that too. I assume you mean sleeping on glasses. Destroy 2 sets of frames. Yeah. So did my little brother. He has been wearing glasses the longest of any of us.
Krista, take seeds.
Okay. Yeah.
No. Thank you.
He's been wearing glasses since he was very little, and he has like the Coke bottle lenses. He needs those, and he always fell asleep in his glasses, and always wanted like the wireframe ones, so they were always bent out of shape. Also, fun fact, carrot jam is common enough in Portugal that carrots are legally classified as fruit.
That's lovely. I want carrot jam. I'll try that. I'll try carrot jam and I'll try beet jam. Like, sweet vegetables are good things.
Yeah, I think carrots just get turned into pickled carrots.
Yeah.
If you put them in the jam bins here.
Which is also, like, not a bad thing. Pickled carrots are great. But it is sort of weird to me that you make jam and pickles in the same barrels. That's strange to me.
That is true. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting over on this corner. It's just another cabin. Over here is another cabin, and I think we have a little
Mining plot.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little lake over there also where you can go fishing, but I hate fishing in the lakes because you get more garbage than you do actual fish. And I mean that literally. But yeah, there's a little mining plot down here that will randomly regenerate stones, and the little water bowl is for your dog or cat, and you have to refill it every morning. Otherwise, your dog or cat will not like you. And this is the little, you get little teleportation things.
Yeah.
Teleport totems. That's warp totems.
Warp.
Later on, and if the ones that warp you back home will warp you to this spot. Yeah. This farm I think has more water than most of the farms do. There's like 5 options, I think, right? There's like the standard farm, which is just a whole lot of land with a little pond, a water pond. And, alright, I was supposed to be farming. There's the monster farm, which is like the regular farm, the standard farm, except that when the sun goes down, you start getting attacked by monsters.
It's
the monsters
great.
that exist in the caves.
It's great. I love the monster farm.
I used it for one. I set up a farm that was just Lex Luthor in Smallville.
Right.
And I decided he needed to be on the monster farm.
He was in the Monster of the Week show.
Yeah. I like the river farm.
It's because you like the fishing.
I do like the fishing. Oh, I should empty out my thing. Yeah, the whole farm is like cut up by rivers. So like I think the river starts like over here. And so you have like a little plot of land here that includes your farmhouse up to the greenhouse, which is a little bit closer, and then the rest is all broken up on islands, and I love that farm.
I do think it's kind of neat that you can have chickens on one island and cows on a different island.
Yeah, that's what I did with the very first one the very first farm that I started was the river farm, and I just had a chicken island and I had a cow island. And I think the next one that I did that was the river was it also had an oak tree island and a maple tree island and a pine tree island, which was fun. There's Haley.
Haley. Oh god, I'm not gonna get there in time. It's going to close.
I love Haley.
Haley is high fem. No, it's closed.
Right, you're not allowed into anybody's house after like
8 or 9,
yeah.
depending on the person. Yeah, and I'm missing Elliot and Pam. Oh, but Pam's probably at
oh
the
yeah,
bar.
Pam's definitely at the bar.
I like Pam. I like that in late game you can buy a house for Pam. She's great. Elliot's probably shut up in his beach house and I can't get to him tonight.
Yeah. What are the other farms? Oh, there's the mountaintop farm that also has a river running through it. And it's also it has a regenerating mining area.
Yeah. I like the mountaintop farm because the mining area is a nice space to also put other things. You can go up there to mine, and then you can also have a... That's where I put... The mountaintop farm is the one that I used to make my Naushka of the Valley of the Wind farm, where I just put windmills all over it, and I put windmills all up the mountaintop, and frankly had a great time just being aesthetic. Naushka is an interesting character to roleplay in Stardew Valley because she's a pacifist who very explicitly does not hurt or kill bugs, which are a very common low-level enemy in Stardew. So playing Naushka has been really fun for me as a challenge of, okay, how do I not hurt the bugs?
Here's the wizard's tower, but you're not allowed in here until you've been technically introduced to the community center by the mayor.
And then he will invite you, but you may not come in uninvited.
He has his own letterhead.
Yes. The wizard has special wizardly stationery, which he no doubt summoned. I have a Minerva on me now. If the stream hears a kitty chirp, it's because of the kitty here. Hello, cat. Minerva has very carefully come in over my arm so that they can settle on top of my arm. So now I'm playing Stardew Valley with a cat literally on top of me. No, just settle down.
No, my mom got us a bunch of these microfiber fleece faux fur.
Wait.
What? Blankets, throws, and Minerva loves them.
One more thing to plant.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. I ran out of energy because I chopped too many trees.
You didn't need energy. There were 2 open squares. else are we missing? Am I missing? It's me. I don't know if you're missing anybody.
I'm missing Elliot
Oh, right.
and someone else. Good morning, dear.
Good morning. So you can see everybody in town here, and these little hearts will tell you how close you are to them, which happens with talking to them and also giving them presents, preferably presents that they actually like.
Your hearts can actually go down if you give them something they hate.
I know. I do that all the time.
Yeah, same.
I got so used to just giving Elliot presents that I like spent so long memorizing his favorites, and then I stopped caring. So now I don't know what anybody likes except for Elliot. Except like vegetables. Pretty much everybody likes almost every vegetable or fruit, but sometimes they don't like some of the vegetables or fruit.
It's very specific dislike. I scared a crow off. Yes, so we have crows.
Oh, yeah. There are crows, and they're never a problem once you actually can build a scarecrow. You never see them again once you build scarecrows.
Unless you don't place your scarecrows well enough, and then you see them on the edges.
Nick says, oh no, this is social anxiety simulator. It absolutely is. I always find it awkward, like, you know, so you have these, like, you can have these little conversations with people, but most of the time you can't, like, respond to them, right? Because it's a video game. Every once in a while, you'll get, like, a response option. But for the most part, they're just, like, talking to you, and then you can't talk to them anymore. Like, you've exhausted their dialogue options. But they just sort of stand there staring at you for a second before they walk away. And it's so awkward. It's like, it's just the programming, but it still feels awkward.
To catch all the wood.
I caught some of it. Alright, and it's time to build another box.
You do that. I'm gonna find me a beach bum.
2 more boxes.
That's mean. A beach poet.
He's not a poet, he's an author.
Yeah. What's the difference, really? Poets are authors.
So now you get to watch me figure out my... Oh, right, I don't have enough room yet. Okay, so, alright. First box. Okay, that's done. There we go. That's the gardening box. And it's going to be green. What green? Which green? That green.
That's a good green. It's a spring green.
Yeah. See, when we start getting really crowded, I will like separate the seeds into 4 different boxes.
For seasons.
Yes. I mean, you can't plant anything in the winter.
You can
but
plant winter forage in the winter.
yeah, but you usually just do that right away.
Yeah. Sure.
And sorry. I got distracted. So I do still do 4 boxes. I just do it's spring, summer, and fall seeds,
Yeah.
and then general gardening tools. So I'll put like extra sprinklers in there.
Yeah.
And this is the bringing to town box. Stuff that's either going to be brought to town or is going to go to the community center.
Community center counts as town.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why it's going to the same box. I guess the other thing is, I don't think you can actually like organize the boxes in
Yeah.
the Steam version. Cause like,
I mean, yeah, you can't really. You can sort of take things in and out.
yeah, like on the mobile version, I would usually just have like a block of things. So like right here will be stuff that I need to bring either to the museum or to Clint's to get processed, and then I will have bombs to bring to the mines, and then right next to it a column of food, and then over here I'll just have a block of stuff that's going to the community center at some point. But I can't do that here, and it bothers me.
Oh, hey, we have separate purses. You could buy stuff if you wanted.
All right, because we have a shared purse on the other co-op game that we're just playing together. But I figured since we're playing, ideally we were going to be playing with other people, also like complete strangers. I figured maybe other people would want to have their own purses.
Are you still looking for Elliot? Because he's in the general store.
No, I found Elliot. I need to go. Right, I need to say hello to George. George is a grumpy old man.
Oh, George.
Me too. George sympathizes with you having to introduce yourself to everybody in town. I have nothing to give the present.
Go to the beach, find a shell.
Did
No
you
one
not-
likes it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, Elliot likes the shells.
Okay, that's fair. I gave Elliot one of my spare daffodils and he hated it. So,
I think Elliot is the only one who likes at least some of the seafood.
yeah, the beach combing stuff.
Let's see, who do I want to give the present to? I keep trying to romance Sebastian, but I haven't gone very far.
I love romancing Sebastian because he likes the weirdest shit.
Really? What does he like? I keep meaning to actually look it up.
He likes the eggs and the black chickens, the void egg.
Okay.
He likes the frozen tear, which is the most goth ass shit. The frozen tear gemstone. What else? He likes the obsidian also because he's a goth ass little shit.
Oh, this rundown little house is going to be eventually taken over by a little mouse who sells hats.
I love the hat selling mouse. Yeah, Sebastian is the most goth ass little shit ever, and I love him. And I love giving him black eggs.
Yeah, I got really mad at Sam at some point in my last game. Because at the, I think at the Easter egg hunt, not Easter, but the egg hunt, either that or the flower dance, he says, I'm just going to admit it, I really like flowers. But then if you give him a flower as a gift, he doesn't like it.
He doesn't like being called out on his liking of flowers. Doesn't like it to be acknowledged.
See, this is what I mean. The lakes just give you garbage. Now, here's a fish.
And I am out of energy again. Do we have tree seeds that I can turn into field snacks yet?
Not a lot. I think there's only an acorn or two.
Okay, maybe I'll...
But it's in the gardening box.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't take that fish. Oh well. I cleared space for it and everything. Riveting live streaming.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're doing...
Come here, fish!
You're doing a fishing minigame, and I am hunting around for maple seeds so that I can make snacks. Because the first snack that you can craft in this game, and this really sort of bothers me, honestly, is a snack that is made out of a maple seed, an acorn, and a pine cone. Now, acorns are food, sure. They're food that you really have to, like, work at to get the food value out of it, but they are food. Maple seeds, I don't actually know. Are they food or not? I'm not sure.
They make food eventually.
The seeds do not.
The seeds become maple trees, which you can make maple syrup from.
Right, but you can craft maple syrup in this game. This is a thing where you're out in the field and you have a maple seed, an acorn, and a pine cone. And from these three things,
you make a tree seed power bar.
you make a power bar. And it just, any power bar made with a pine cone as a prospect bothers me.
There we go. I give a present to Leah.
Good job.
Leah's an artist.
I love her. I think she might have been one of my first romances after Emily.
Yeah, I don't think I haven't really developed any of the friendships, like at all, beyond Elliot. Because I fell in love with Elliot when you were playing.
Yeah, you decided that the Fabio Beach bum was the... Fabio Beach author was the one for you.
Because he's adorable.
I know.
As one of his dialogue, not options, but his default dialogue things is him discovering that a tiny crab made its home in his pocket, and he didn't notice until he was walking around in town and talking to you.
He just says, "Oh my goodness, a tiny crab," and it's lovely.
I like, how can you not love that? It's adorable. Is maple syrup food?
Yes.
I mean, it's edible, but would you classify it as food? We live in Vermont, so we're legally required to say yes. I can't tell you the number of maple syrup cookbooks we've seen up here.
Hang on, Amo. Check your frenzies.
My frenzies.
Yes. See if there's someone who has reached out a frenzy. I'm not sure. Can you, like, switch windows with an Alt-Tab?
Oh, right. It's been a while since I've been on a Windows.
Yeah, go over to Steamland and check pending invites on the... Oh, well.
Did somebody...
Somebody maybe shortly.
Okay. Hopefully I'll actually see it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to go back into bed. Oh, there we go. I just got a thing. Yes, go to sleep for the night. No, that's not it. Oh, there's the field snack.
Yep.
That's the tree nut power bar. Where am I? There we go. There we go. Accept. And then this is the first time I've hosted. And I haven't spent a whole lot of time like on the Steam community. So figuring out how to actually do this. So let's not exit.
Yep.
Invite friend.
Yep. That one. Hey, because I slept here, I'm getting my cutscene with Clint outside the door, so I'm just gonna stand there for a bit.
Yeah, it'll take a second for that person to show up because they get to go through a new character creation. And I don't know what heaven they're going to show up in. Oh no! That's the crow.
Crows.
Parsnips.
Parsnips. You should definitely pick a parsnip or two.
I'm picking a parsnip.
Good.
More than 2. Are we leaving some?
Sure, why not? Unnamed farmhand. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, not in here. Shove a parsnip in here because we're gonna use it for the community center, and the rest of them can be sold.
There is a chat function in-game PS, which I just used to greet our new friend.
Right, what is it? T? Yes. T.
Oh sweet, I got a gold star parsnip, so I'm gonna put that in there for the apple fairies.
I'm just gonna see if I can get the cutscene for the community center.
Okay.
Since you can't get it on a rainy day, apparently. You don't get cutscenes on rainy days. There we go.
Hey!
So the community center gets opened for everybody on co-op, but only one person can get the reward for finishing a bundle. As opposed to the museum, where everybody gets the same reward for whatever the landmarks are. I've never quite figured it out. Oh, Jojo wants them to sell the community center to build a warehouse.
Walmart is here to ruin everything.
Oh yeah, apparently you can buy a Jojo Mart membership.
Yeah.
I never have.
Me neither. But yeah, you have to actually go into Jojo Mart to do that.
Welcome to the inside of the community center. And that's a Junimo.
Appleberry.
Yeah, that's a thing. Nobody else in town can see them except for the wizard.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've actually watched this cutscene. You do that. Alright. Oh, and this is the other part to unlocking the community center. Is you have to go in to the little thingy and see that you can't read the little notes.
Right. I should probably go do that.
Yeah, everybody has to do that on their own because everybody has to drink the magic forest potion from the wizard.
Hey, our new friend is here. Oh my gosh. I love their look.
I'll come back in a second to come meet them. I'm just gonna sell some parsnips. Bloop. Where's the animals? Tree cult. That is Nick.
Yay.
Hi.
Hi. High five. It's interesting to be co-op playing with someone who I'm not in the room with.
Where are they? Alright, I guess I can check the map. Aha!
Yeah.
I love
Forgot
that hair.
the map was a thing, right?
I accidentally forgot not to skip the opening. Okay. I guess we'll see them later.
Yep.
Did I already check up here for stuff? I don't know. I think I'm gonna clear some more.
Underbrush.
Yeah.
Overbrush.
Oh, there's a
general
person.
brush. Hey.
It's a very good look.
Yes.
I almost wore that shirt. I've never played this game, and from the outside, it has some fun culty vibes in the errata.
Yeah. I'm excited to like build things together. It's always fun to sort of come back to the farm in co-op mode and look around and something there is unusual
Hey.
or something there is unexpected. I like that.
I think it's weird that we get updates on other people's paces.
That's a bit odd. It just means that I literally never let up on the arrow keys.
I don't care how many steps you walked.
You're not my Wii Fit. Fitbit? Fitbit. Wow, Wii Fit.
Either one.
Yeah. I just said the words Wii Fit and I was transported back to another era. An era of DDR.
Oh, DDR.
Exercise-tainment.
Please go make coffee.
Who, me?
No, Nick. Nick said, wait, wrong word. The side things. I'm gonna go make coffee.
I could go make coffee.
You could. It's 4 o'clock.
That's as good a time as any.
Yeah, these giant logs, we can't cut them yet.
Need better tools.
And we won't get that until we get into the mines, but you can't get into the mines yet because there's a landslide.
Oh, didn't you get the notification that the landslide has been cleared? I think that's
Did
happened.
I?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I got a notification from Pierre about there being stuff at his shop. Are you out and about, or?
Yes, I am down in the southwestern quadrant.
Oh, so you're not out and about, you're here.
I'm here.
You can go check to see. Oh, I should empty stuff out first, so. Do-do, 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 do-do.
Boop boop boop. Boop 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 boop. We're productive. What are you checking?
To see if the landslide actually happened. Or no, not the landslide. It's Joja has to clear it.
Yes, if Joja has in fact cleared the landslide, which they caused with fracking.
Is it actually fracking?
I think so.
Let's see. I don't think they have, but I'm double checking just in case. Yeah, this is the place that gets cleared with the earthquake. There's been an earthquake in the night, and then you can get up to the railway station and the baths.
The baths are nice.
Oh, it is cleared.
Yay!
Cool. Let's at least get a shitty sword.
Time for a shitty sword.
Ooh. Nego says I made and ate Earl Grey tea cookies and can feel the caffeine, so I'm going to avoid coffee. That's probably for the best.
Ooh, Earl Grey tea cookies.
I'm not sure we have any Earl Grey tea.
I think we have like some of the Earl Grey tea that has lavender in it. That might make for weird cookies, but it might be good.
I mean, I'm down for lavender cookies too.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Marlon. He's the president of the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild is there to buy up your mine stuff.
Monster products.
Yeah, monster products, stone, gems. Or no, they don't buy gems. I think only Clint buys gems.
But they will also sell you swords.
Yes, this sells swords, boots, random rings that give you various boosts.
It's 11 p.m. and Leah's tucked into bed, so I'm gonna go to bed too.
Yeah, I just figured since I was here I would go ahead and
get a shitty sword.
Yep.
It's a sword. It's spelled without the W to indicate how shitty it is. Is it time for me to go make coffee?
You don't have to. It's okay.
I'm very tempted.
I just don't stop yawning. Everybody knows this by now. I know it's getting late.
I do enjoy that this game like warns you. One of the frustrating things about the Super Nintendo Harvest Moon to me was that I would literally just fall unconscious.
I don't remember what's right. So yeah, the other thing about this is that you normally time would stop when you open up boxes and stuff if you're playing on your own, but in co-op it doesn't do that because everybody has to be synced.
Mm-hmm.
Synced? Whatever.
Kept in time.
Yay, I can make a scarecrow. Okay.
Yay, me too. We both harvested hunks of parsnips and got scarecrow.
Alright, time to make a scarecrow.
There's
the wizard.
Hey,
that's
Crow,
his special
fuck off, Crow.
This is the wizard's special letterhead. Alright. Things needed for a scarecrow. This stuff. Craft a scarecrow. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Scarecrow. Go right here.
Give me scarecrow crafting.
Okay. Well, I guess if Lee doesn't want to farm over here, then we can just steal these. You can get those too. I should take the geode.
Excuse me.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Kill the scarecrow. Explore the mine. We do that later. Need the wizard. Do that now.
Right. It's wizard o'clock for both of us.
Oh, did you get a letter?
I think I ought to. Let me go find that letter, actually. Since I have to go back to my own cabin far away in the northwest.
Yeah, in our other co-op game, the cabins are a little closer together.
There
I
we
just
go.
figured in this one, again, because we're playing with other people, that they might want their own space.
Okay. Now it is Wizards o'clock.
It's probably not even unlocked yet. Because it's not. Oh, it is. Cool. The wizard enlists you to steal something from his ex-wife at some point. I haven't quite gotten there. I keep trying. It's just so hard to keep his friendship.
Just need to faithfully deliver to him the fragments of sunlight and darkness which he so requires.
He also likes some fruits and some of the flowers, I think.
This is true. And wine. I'm pretty sure the wizard likes wine.
Mm. I just keep forgetting to go talk to him. I think I've gotten at least far enough to be allowed into his mysterious basement.
Yeah. Hi.
But then I forgot to go talk to him for a while, and I lost that ability, I think. Or maybe I didn't. But I still, lost hearts, and he was just giving me the you can't possibly understand all of the magic that I understand, the arcane magic. Dialogue.
What's up?
Did you just skip through the cutscene?
I absolutely skipped through the cutscene so that I could buzz into your cutscene.
It's also implied he has a daughter in town, doesn't it?
Yep.
But it's never confirmed who.
Yeah, it's sort of confirmed. Like, there's several bits of dialogue that are like, I mean, first of all, who in town has purple hair?
Oh, that's true. But
there is also a couple of other bits of dialogue amongst him and her parent, her nominal parents.
So we're talking about Abigail.
Yes, we are.
Abigail, who that's a suspiciously dank brew. Yes, it is.
Extremely dank.
Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to chat, but I'm also paying attention to the screen. Nego said they once made Earl Grey and lavender cake, and it was good.
Yes.
It'll probably be good in cookies too. Yeah, Abigail is the one with the purple hair, obviously. And wow, that I got in here at 8 in the morning.
Yep.
And it's now 1 p.m.
You spent all morning in the Wizard's Tower.
Here, I have a press. Yeah, Abigail is the daughter of Pierre and his wife Caroline.
Yeah.
Who has the green teal kind of hair. But yeah, the game is constantly being updated with new stuff, so maybe one day it'll get confirmed who the wizard's child is.
I had a lovely bunch of geodes.
Deedly.
Now I'm going to donate rocks away.
Big ones, small ones.
Lumpy ones. Flat ones. Shiny ones. Artifacts too.
I never pictured crystal as shiny.
I think it is. Yay, I got cauliflower seeds to plant, so I'm gonna go do that. I did already donate malachite.
Oh, well fine then, I'll just sell it. Are there any rewards there? Or
Yes.
cool.
There is a bundle of seeds there.
Yay. Yeah, these are the mine carts that will eventually get fixed by the Junimo berries. And you get to bop around town. They have specific points. They're here. I didn't go in your house. Here, up in the mines, at the bus stop, which is the closest spot to your house. Oh, and eventually over by the quarry, but we haven't fixed the quarry yet. The quarry is another Junimo bundle.
Yeah, it's a special area with a lot of like easy mining. Usually by the time I unlock the quarry, I've already mined enough.
Here's Abigail, playing her flute.
In the rain, like a totally normal child who is definitely not a changeling fairy from the Wizard's Tower.
There's the Adventurers Guild. I can't go in there yet because I'm not a member.
You have to beat some slimes up. I'm gonna go into the mines.
We have to get down to level 5 first, and then you have to. They have to challenge you to beat 10 slimes. And that's the quarry over on that side of the bridge.
Care to join me in some mining adventures?
Sure. Got plenty of energy.
Same.
I have no spots left in my backpack, but you know.
Oh well.
Negative says they started playing this game once, made it through like 6 days before deciding that they prefer games with a storyline. But had no idea all this stuff is here. Kept getting lost while trying to go places. Once fell asleep out in the fields because I couldn't find my house. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not... Oh, right, because I have no room. Yeah, there's a lot here that I don't really care about. Like, I romanced Elliot the one time just because I really liked Elliot as a character. And now I don't really care that much about talking to any of the villagers.
I do. One time I romanced everybody. That was my Carrie Fisher game, where I was farm simulating Carrie Fisher, and I decided that everybody would be in love because it was Carrie Fisher. So I deliberately cultivated my crops and did everything possible to get all of the best gifts for everyone, and I romanced everyone, and then everyone was in love with me, and I like dated multiple people.
At the same time, and then they got confronted in the pub one night, and it was the best thing.
It wasn't even in the pub, it was in the mayor's house.
No, you were also confronted in the pub. I think you were confronted in the mayor's house by all the guys.
Yeah.
And then you were confronted in the pub by all the women.
Yeah. But yes, I got the special cutscenes from both the dudes and the ladies about everyone being indignant because I was dating literal everyone. It was great, and I had a great time, and that was a great way to play this game.
No. Give me my sword. Like I said, I'm not very good at the controls.
I'm coming. I'm just collecting things along the way.
Yeah, I mean, I can't, so.
I understand. I'm here to be your pack horse.
Jacob says, what a legend.
This was also before the update that made it impossible to decorate the town. So my Carrie Fisher game, I actually paved a bit of the town square in the shape of a middle finger. I put cobblestones down in the middle of the town square to look like the entire town was flipping you the bird, because I felt like that's what Carrie would have wanted.
Oh yeah, you can't plant trees anymore. Like, I mean, you can only plant trees in like certain areas on dirt. You can't plant trees on any other surface anymore.
Yeah.
Nick says, wow, stealing all the spouses from everyone ever.
Yes.
Alright, we hit level 5.
We did.
And it's 10 o'clock.
It is.
Yeah, if you stay out until 2 a.m., then you're just gonna...
Collapse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you run out of energy. Why is my health bar still up? That's weird.
I think my first game was the Haruka Tenno game, where I decided that I was going to just play this as if I were Sailor Uranus, and so...
Oh wait, I thought the first one was Shuro.
No, that was you.
No, I never played Shuro.
Huh. I mean, I played Shuro-ish in Undertale, but not in this.
I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. But yeah, I played Haruka for the first game, and that was tons of fun. And I tried to romance the person who looked the most like Sailor Neptune, but unfortunately she's married to Pierre. So that was a buzz.
Just waiting for Eli to be finished.
Well, you're the one who's set all of the things so far apart.
Well, they're close to the place where you're using them.
If you say so, dear.
Nick says, dang, this game has gone downhill since Flip-Offville.
This is truth and fact.
Come to bed.
I'm coming. He's going through my notifications.
Is playing as different characters a thing? I just played as an incompetent wannabe farmer. I mean, you can if you want. You don't have to.
Yeah, like, I enjoy doing it because if you give me a robust character creator, I am extremely likely to attempt to create a character who I like, who already exists in some other form of media. So, like, I don't know if that's a thing that other people do, but I know I had a whole lot of fun playing as Haruka because I had specific ideas of who I should romance and what I should grow and what sort of, you know, setup Haruka would have if she were a farmer.
There we go. There's my invitation to the Adventurers Guild.
Nice. I'll go get mine. And I definitely had very specific ideas of what Carrie Fisher's farm simulating experience would look like, and Flip-Offville was absolutely, like,
We have the
primo important for that. Yay, potats. And I really enjoyed doing it like that. I also really like the Naushka one because, again, I'm not allowed to kill any bugs, and that's like a nice twist on it.
Eli, come get Kale.
I'm coming and getting Kale.
Yeah, and because I had watched Eli do that forever,
Kale's not ready yet. Oh, there it is. Thank you.
I had also just started doing that when I started playing.
Aw, thanks, darling.
And I think I started with Dick Grayson. And then...
As you so often do.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't start with Dick Grayson. I think I just started with, like, you know, a fictionalized version of myself. And then I went possibly to Dick. Yeah. And then realized he was far too social for me.
The way Dick would play this game is not the way that you want to play this game.
I think I eventually landed on Vanya.
Right. I remember Vanya.
From Umbrella Academy. And, you know, she doesn't like to talk to people. So that was a really good style of game. I think the last couple runs I've just, like, you know, been either myself or just... I feel like making a character that is just like cotton candy. And so that was what I did. I think our first attempt, before we were able to do co-op, we were just like sort of playing at the same time because you can't do co-op with people on other platforms.
Yeah, Steam cannot communicate with mobile.
Oh, right. This is forage, not growing. Oh, well.
I have brought the forage.
Oh, cool. So, yeah, we were just playing on our own games at the same time. And we did that as Adore and Glimmer.
That was fun.
It was fun. But then Eli finally got a Windows laptop instead of a Chromebook.
So there can be 2 copies of Steam running in the same household. Wonder how Lee's doing.
Is there still a potato back there?
Yes, there is still a potato.
Okay.
At home. Lee is over at By the Wizard.
Cool.
Making wizard stuff happen, no doubt.
I think I'm going to give this tool to somebody. Who do I want to give it to?
I made the apple fairies happy. Now the crops are open. And now we can give them some crops.
Cool.
And the fish, too.
Yay.
Oh, heck yeah.
Where's Leah? Are you here? You're not. Oh.
The traveling cart.
Oh, the traveling cart is here?
Yeah. Aren't you seeing the chat? You can see the chat.
Oh, yes, I am. There.
Poor Jazz.
Jazz is very uptight. Not uptight, that's the wrong word.
Shy.
Stressed out. I have yet to get her to warm up to me. Because I just forget to talk to people.
No.
Oh yeah, here's, so the wedding ring. So if you want to date somebody in the game, like one of the NPCs, you have to buy them a bouquet from Pierre's, and they will either accept it or reject it. And if you want to marry them, you have to buy a pendant from the ghost of the old mariner who only shows up on one corner of the beach during rainy days, and then gift that to somebody you have been dating. And yeah, that's how you get married to NPCs in the game. But apparently, since they started co-op, you can marry the people who you do co-op with. And in order to do that, you need to make a wedding ring, which we won't be able to do that for a long time.
Because you need 5 pieces of radiation and 1 gay rock.
Yeah, and you can't get that much iridium until you fix the bus through the community center and get out to the desert, which has a whole other cave system.
Yup.
Let's see. Okay, catching up on chat.
Yes.
Negative says, "What's with the tulips? Are you two romancing each other in game that's both cute and incredibly sappy?" I gave that tulip to Lee, who is the 3rd person here,
yep.
Who I don't actually know, but we have romanced each other. Or, well, I don't know if it's really romancing, because we don't, like, have a heart score with each other, but we have definitely already planned on marrying each other in the other game once we get that far.
I'm going to call both of us out here. We do, in fact, do an incredibly sappy slapstick routine where we just push gifts on each other for half a day sometimes.
And just play hot potato with them. We just chase each other back and forth.
It's fun.
And gift them. But yeah, you can gift things in your inventory to other co-op players. Yeah, and it's not necessarily romancing, it's just, but you can treat it that way. Also, wait, are there ghosts in this game? Yes. So if you go to the beach, and I can't go over to the corner right now because we haven't fixed the bridge here, but up in this corner-ish, an old dude shows up on days when it's raining, and he will sell you. Uh, if you have gotten enough hearts with one of the NPCs, that you can date them, and then you have to continue gaining more heart levels. Once you have hit a certain heart level, you can buy a pendant from the ghost of the old mariner and propose to the person you're dating. Nick says, have the ancient sea crones sanctify your nuclear romance.
Exactly! Exactly! That is correct.
Nick says, radioactivity. What the fuck is this game? Yes. You first encounter iridium, sort of technically, when the meteor lands on your farm. Which, I think it usually happens, like, maybe halfway through spring, maybe a little bit further.
So,
No,
like,
depending. It's a random
so
event.
So the 2 times that we have made a Smallville farm have both been extremely on point.
I don't think I ever actually got to the meteor when I was playing Lex. Oh, no, wait. No, I didn't, because I was, like, waiting for it. I got into, like, fall. Or maybe I just got into summer. I just remember... Oh, I missed the...
But yes, there are the best materials in this game are the radioactive materials. The sequence goes copper, steel, which is great. Steel is harder than copper. Then gold, which makes better tools than steel, and then radioactive bars, which makes better tools than gold bars. And you just have to go with it.
Everybody's concerned about the meteor.
I
Hopefully
mean,
it'll show up during the stream. We'll see. But yeah, you actually can't even get rid of it until you get, what, like a gold pickaxe?
I think you actually need a radioactive pickaxe in order to break open the...
No, you don't.
Okay.
But I think it's a gold one.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, because I remember when I did the Lex farm, I was into sunflower season, but sunflower season starts in summer. But I do remember being frustrated at how long it was taking to for the meteor to show up. Nick says, I am offended about gold tools. Me too. I've done that rant before. Like, gold is very soft. That's the whole point of mixing it with other metals. Even just to make jewelry. Nego says, ah yes, my favorite wrench in real life is made of uranium. Let's chop down some of these trees just because.
Okay. I'm donating what fish I can to the fishy bundles.
Oh yeah, the big boulders here we can't do either. I think those might be an iron pickaxe. Can't remember.
Gold.
The big stumps, you just need a copper axe.
Yeah. Wait, no, you're right. It's iron for the boulders.
Cool. And the logs, you need an iron axe also. Jacob says, listen, I am a mechanical engineer. I studied material sciences. None of this works this way. I'm going to email the game developers.
It's actually singular. There is one game developer. This is all done almost exclusively by one dude, which is pretty fucking impressive. He's been working on it for like, what, 8-10 years at this point, and he just keeps working on it and working on updates, and he said that he might just keep updating this for the rest of his life, and it's like, it's great. The dude is kind of infamous amongst game development, both because he has done this whole damn thing, and also because He's known for having really terrible workstations. Like, there are photographs of this guy who has sold, what, 15 million copies of this game, or some ridiculous amount.
Yeah, and it's on Steam, it's on PlayStation, it's on
Android.
mobile.
Hunched over a laptop on a crate. Like...
Yeah, there was a Vice article or something about him finally getting a desk.
Yep.
Negative says, no one ever used copper tools. It's called the Bronze Age because even back then people knew that copper was too weak on its own. Bronze is copper and tin.
It's getting late.
I mean, good for this guy, but he could have spoken to someone who knew anything about metals.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, I'm sure it was just like an easy significator.
Yeah. Also, I feel like if you decide you're gonna start with bronze, then someone will get on your case for having bronze as a metal you can mine as opposed to a metal that you have to smelt with copper and tin, and then you have to add tin in as a thing. I think Lee was off donating to the Apple Fairies.
Cool.
Oh,
I mean, there's lots of questionable
absolutely
things. I mean, even as far as farming goes, you know, plants don't grow in 5 days.
Plants don't grow in 5 days mostly, and like chickens do not come in void flavor. Much as I would love it if chickens well, I mean, there is the silky chicken. I said that, and then I remembered that the silky chicken exists.
Do they lay black eggs, though?
I don't know.
I doubt they do.
Someone look it up. See if the silky chicken lays black eggs.
Yeah, I will say, what happened to... What is going on? Oh, there we go. Okay. As far as the chickens go, they do have white and brown chickens, and the white chickens lay white eggs, and the brown chickens lay brown eggs. Void flavor. Void chickens.
Yes.
They are black chickens with glowing red eyes, and they lay black eggs with red spots on them.
They're called the void egg, and if you put the void egg in a mayonnaise machine, it will make void mayonnaise. This is an actual item that you can... Oh no, you axed a crop. Void mayonnaise is an actual item which you can, in fact, actually create in this game. It is a delicacy. And it's said to smell like burnt hair.
But you can gift it to the various dwarves that live around town.
And goblins.
And goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one thing that I like more about the mobile game, because it auto switches between tools depending on what you click on. You cannot, unless you have the specific tool, unless you have the axe or something selected, you can't just accidentally axe one of your crops. It's been a learning curve, guys.
Getting out of easy mode.
Yes. Oh, Nick says some darker duck varieties lay black eggs.
Ooh.
Negative says there's a type of chicken that lays black eggs. At some point they were selling them for like $1 million in Silicon Valley.
Wow.
Probably not $1 million, but you know. Nick says, I literally can't tell if Eli is BSing or not. They're not. But we can't get a void chicken right now. We're a little bit too early in the game.
Void chicken is like mid-game.
Maybe we'll pull up one of our older saves later.
We can do that. I can show people Flip-Offville.
Good.
Wanna go mining?
Megan says everything they've said about the game so far is ridiculous, but I believe them. You should, because it's true. I have some things to drop off at the place.
Fine. I'm gonna go mining, and you can come join me if you want.
Did you add a potato?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And the chub is not yet ready.
Oh, right. The chub is not for actual fish.
Correct. The chub
It's
is a
for-
friendship present.
Yeah.
It is for gaining friendship from a scientist.
And this is the spot where we can check what stuff we've put in the bundles. Pantry. Right. Pantry is the place with the thing. With the grown crops. Okay. Why is there a... What happened?
You threw a parsnip to the ground.
I didn't mean to. Okay. So I'm taking a parsnip and a potato. Why is there kale in here?
I don't know why I put the kale in the box.
Nobody wants kale.
Oh, that's sad. I'll
Or
sell the
just,
kale.
occasionally, the NPCs will like ask for stuff, and I don't think anybody ever asks for kale.
Yeah, I don't think anybody actually desires kale in this game.
Which is weird because I'm pretty sure it's one of those high yield.
Yeah.
It sells for a lot, is what I was trying to say. Ditto. I don't know why I bothered putting them in their little boxes because they're just gonna jump over to the furthest left anyway.
It
And
feels
it
good.
bothers me. It bothers me that they do.
It feels correct to put them in their assigned box.
Oh, Nick is going to go play their own game. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye, Nick.
Alright. Yeah, and sometimes they'll post the requests over here, and sometimes they'll just mail you about them.
Send you a letter asking for a melon or a cauliflower, as if your labor is worthless.
I love Gus. He just asks for an albacore tuna with like 2 days left in the season where you can actually catch an albacore tuna.
Oh yeah. He's like, can you just drop everything and go fishing for me right now?
Which is when, you know, it's those occasions, especially when somebody asks for something that's completely out of season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or they ask for something from that season, but far too early for anything to have actually grown. And that's the case, that's the point when it's good to actually know what's coming so that you can save up.
Out of energy, but I have obtained some amount of interesting objects.
Did you defeat 10 slimes?
I don't think I did. Nope. I have 4 of them.
That's it.
I'll just have to come back.
I'm going to go up to the mines.
Have fun, darling.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't want your slime.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's tasty and nutritious. It will preserve you in the mines. Fine.
Don't give me your trash algae. It only gives me like 3 health.
It's the only energy restoring object I had. It's plus 5 health.
Oh boy, 5 whole health.
For reference, you start with 100 health, so 5 is, yeah. It's not a lot.
Be better off if I find a cave carrot.
That sure is an if this far up.
Yep. I always feel kind of weird about killing the slimes. Like, you can farm them later.
Yeah, they can become pets. And sometimes you, like, just sneak up on a slime and see them in their natural habitat, and there will be, like, 2 slimes with little hearts over their heads chasing each other around, or sometimes there's, like, a slime that sort of vibrates and flashes different colors, and it's, like, rainbow, and it's like, what's going on here? There's a whole... These creatures have an ecosystem. They have internal lives. They're doing things. But kill 10 of them anyway!
And also, like, once you join the Adventurers Guild, they start tallying how many of the different kinds of monsters you defeat. And you get rewards, you know, for defeating certain numbers of them. I think the slimes are like 5,000.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But especially, like, the little soot sprays also.
Yeah.
I feel really bad about the soot sprays because half the time they're not even, like, attacking you.
No, they're just hanging out, bouncing around, being soot sprites, and then you just come in and sweep a sword through them, and then they're dead. And you get coal.
Negative says, Slime Hunters is D&D. Maybe, sometimes. Are you wielding a sword in this farming simulator? Yes. So many questions about this game. Also, want slime as a pet. No, that's not the thing. It's really hard to shift between tools.
You use the scroll wheel of your mouse.
Right, but then it goes too far. There we go. Okay. What am I at? No, not that one. It's initiation. I've got 3 more to go.
What?
I went down and there were like 3 in that first level.
Unfair.
Where's the ladder down? There it is. Alright, come on. There's one. Ooh. Sometimes you can find cave carrots in the barrels or boxes or stuff that they have lying around. And you can eat them and they'll give you some moderate energy. Ah! No. No, shit.
I'm here to save you.
Can you take it?
Yes. I can also save you. Oh no! Your inventory is full!
Hold on, let me drop that pine cone and give it this. Yay.
There you go.
Yay, thanks.
You're welcome. I just turned all of our tree seeds into field snacks. Enjoy your pine cone granola bar.
Hey, I got robin shoes.
Hey!
Let's put those on. Why not? Slimes. No slimes?
Nope. We're gonna have to start breaking rocks.
I guess.
we go.
Yay. I keep forgetting that you don't start out with a magnet.
Yeah.
There's a slime.
Slimes.
Are you stealing my slime?
I too need to defeat slimes. No! No, I'm slowed down. I've been slimed.
Ha!
Oh,
I
no.
don't know who got that one.
Me neither.
I only have one left.
What?
Okay. Haha!
How dare you?
There's a lot of slimes down here.
Yay.
Ugh. Did I get it?
I don't know.
No, I didn't.
I stole it from you.
How
Haha.
dare you! No!
Here.
I'm gonna die.
Oh no! Don't die!
I can't
Oh my
move.
god!
There we go. Okay. Alright, it's time to leave.
Oh no. I'm gonna get one more slime, and then I'm probably
Okay.
going to collapse in the middle of the fields, but whatever, I'm gonna try.
Good luck.
Thanks. Oh god, it's 1 a.m. and I'm only just getting out. Running as fast as I can.
Hurry.
Running through the mountains.
Do we donate a daffodil?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no! Lee is also in in the apple fairy space. Lee is donating and Lee is not gonna make it to bed.
I made it to bed.
Oh my god! So close! I made it.
Good job. No, they passed out. It happens. The question is who found them? So there's 3 options, I think. Either you can be found by Linus, the dude who lives in the tent up by the mines, who will just say, "Hey, I found you in the middle of wherever, and I found some dudes rummaging through your pockets. You should be more careful." Sometimes somebody has found you and brought you to the doctor's office, and he will charge you for
Medical bill.
yeah, he'll give you a medical bill. And sometimes a Joja member finds you, and they also charge you.
They charge you way more. If Walmart finds you passed out, Walmart will just loot your frickin' wallet.
Alright, it is 20 to 5. How long do we want to go?
Let's go till 5.
Alright, do you want to let Lee know?
Okay.
Oh, out of order. I was paying attention to the chat. Negative says, "My brief time playing this game, I was found and robbed by an evil corporation. Capitalism shakes fist."
Yep.
Yeah. Like, also, why... Most of the time, I mean, at least for me, it happens when those people should be off the clock, in which case Joja has no claim to their time.
But don't you know, everyone who works for Joja Mart works for them forever. All time. Do the apple berries have a crab yet? Because I have a crab pudding.
Probably not.
Excellent.
Let's see. Nope.
We'll bring the crab to the berries.
Okay, I was also checking the flowers. Oh, that bundle is done. Awesome. Okay, I can craft a thing. Because that's a thing that I need to do. Alright, I also need stone. I forget what things that I need to make things.
Get you some rocks.
I did.
Good.
And now we have 2 furnaces.
Excellent.
Rocks. Do. Okay. I need to go to the Adventurers Guild. That'll happen eventually. That'll happen eventually. Okay.
I'm gonna go to the fairies.
Cool. I'm gonna go see how much the bigger pack is, because I don't remember.
2,000. Sell some shit to Pierre. You're almost there.
We don't need this parsnip, right?
It's true.
Are you saving that to look for somebody?
Nope.
Why is it there then?
I don't know. I felt like it.
I'll go foraging.
Cool. I play this game in a very haphazard fashion. You're much more organized about what you save and what you do.
I like pretending that I'm an organized person.
I certainly understand the appeal.
No, I like the act of organizing, but then you have to like keep up with it. Oh, Willie, I was going to sell shit to you. What are you doing?
Willie's off today.
Fine.
Sometimes even in the normal course of the day, like on days when you expect people to be at work, they will have like lives of their own, and they will have a doctor's appointment, so they're not at work. Or
alright, they have doctor's appointments on their birthdays or something, right?
Usually somewhere around their birthday, yeah.
Alright, but it's Tuesday. Oh no, it's Wednesday that Pierre's is closed. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, I don't think I can get up to 2,000 anyway, though.
I think I
As
can
go
probably...
rummaging around in the forest.
I can help you out with that in a minute.
Let's see what I can find. I mean, not much, because I don't have a lot of room in my backpack. Okay, I can go... Oh wait, Hylia. I have a flower. You're welcome. I'm gonna go get the spring onions. Unless you've already...
I was actually just on my way to go get some spring onions.
You're not allowed!
Are you sure?
They're mine!
Are you sure about that? Oh, it looks like I'm ahead of you on Spring Onionville.
No. Save them for me.
There's literally only like 4 here.
Why?
I don't know. Usually there's a lot more. I guess it's kind of early in the season.
It's the 9th.
I know.
There's only 28 days in a month. And a month is a single season. So there's also only 4 months in the year.
It's a nice year. Wait!
No.
Wait!
No!
I want to give you things.
You're not allowed.
I picked these for you!
No, you didn't.
I totally did.
No, you
I
didn't.
did so.
No, you didn't.
Oh my god! Accept my spring onion!
No.
You need a bigger backpack.
I'm going to get a bigger backpack with the stuff I got.
Why won't you accept my love?
Because you went and stole all the spring onions.
For you!
It's a lie. Bloop, 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 bloop. There. Made enough all on my own. Excuse me, Lewis. No!
Fine. I'll just sell them all. Nerd.
Yeah, there's everybody exercising. Except for, well, not except for Emily, but Emily is dancing.
Dancing is exercising.
I still don't know what's going on with Caroline's bottoms.
I think they're yoga pants.
Are they?
That's my best guess. Like, she does go out into nature a lot and talk about how she's gonna spend the day centering herself.
Oh, I could have given Sebastian a dandelion.
No. But instead, you wouldn't accept my spring onions, and so you had to sell your dandelions.
I'm sure I will never find another dandelion.
They're all gone now.
I need to go to the Adventurers Guild anyway.
Is their thing in chat?
Nope. Oh hey, I should put that oyster in the community center.
Hey. Give the apple fairies their tasty oyster treat.
Tess my body says hello.
Hello.
Hello, Tess.
Also, hey chat, if anybody wants to take the fourth corner of this farm, there's still an open cabin. And we could do this again.
I don't have enough money to get another sword.
Oh no.
A better sword. A slightly better sword.
Well, you upgraded your backpack.
I did. Yeah, I think we've got like 10 minutes left. I guess so seriously, why does this tiny farm town have an adventurers guild? Because there's lots of monsters in the mines.
Yeah. Also, the Adventurers Guild is literally two old guys with nothing better to do. If
And you.
And you. Like, if you want to think of it as a hunting lodge.
Yeah.
That's sort of where I stand on the thing.
Yeah, occasionally, or well, no, not so much them, but like Lewis, the mayor will occasionally ask people to post a notice on the board for somebody to destroy. Oh, right, I was going to the community center to kill some slimes because they've been causing trouble. I think Demetrius will ask sometimes also for the same reasons.
Yeah.
And the wizard will sometimes be like, the elements are out of balance. Go and kill a bunch of these monsters.
The wizard will specifically ask you to do things like kill ghosts. Like, the wizard usually doesn't care that much about slimes or bats, but the wizard will be like, look, something is out of balance. There are ghosts. There are too many ghosts. Go and stab the ghosts.
Nego says, this is a D&D first level adventurers guild. This is baby's first quest in D&D.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Alright, this is another one of the standard
early cutscenes.
Yeah.
You get to decide what kind of farmer you are. Are you gonna narc on the guy who's just diving for cookies? Perfectly good fresh cookies in that garbage can all the time.
Not all the time.
A lot of the time.
Yes, I did just say the wizard. The wizard, the guy that we met, who brewed us the weird forest stew.
The dank potion.
Blah, 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 blah. Where's the thing? There it is. The wizard is very in tune with all of the elements around Pelican Valley. Pelican Town.
Yeah.
Yes, the tree cult guy. The dude in the cowboy hat and the leather coat. Cape. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to find out that you can rummage around in the garbage cans. And also decide what kind of community member that you want to be.
Yeah. There's a few other scenes like that where you get the option to be like nice or mean to various people.
Huh. Oh no. I stopped being able to move.
Oh no.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, like when the community center is finished, the Joja Mart guy comes in to like complain about it.
Community building? How dare you community build when you
like,
could be working for Walmart?
And Pierre like goes up to confront him because there's like this ongoing back and forth between Pierre and the Joja Mart guy. And you have the option to either try and like calm things down or just egg them on to fight. And if you egg them on to fight, then Pierre will literally punch the dude out of the community center, like through the roof.
It's very Looney Tunes. It's Choo!
Oh, see, I always think Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
With
Which
the gun that just kind of goes flying out of the Moulin Rouge and like pings against the Eiffel Tower.
Yes. Shall we call that a day?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you for coming to our stream again.
Negative says, good for Pierre. Direct action. I agree.
Agree. It's like Pierre's most relatable moment in the game. Because most of the time he's just a dude selling you seeds and trying to neg you about your life choices so that you buy more shit.
Oh yeah, you have to directly compete with him in the
Yeah.
fall. There's like a fall harvest festival, and you have to like set up a little display that gets judged. And because he's the general store owner, of course he has one of the best displays. Mayhem says, bye. I have learned a lot of confusing facts about this game.
Yay! Our work here is done.
We're glad you guys had fun. And, well, we'll do something next week.
Yeah. We'll figure out what we will do. It will be fun, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.